Alright, so we're just shuffling up, and you're gonna start?
Yes, I will start.
So we only saw a portion of our decks to this point.
I was happy to see that the Gift of Orzhov is in the deck.
Yeah, that card's so good.
And I'm really happy I got it. I got to play it.
7.
Can't they rise? Okay, so because I'm beginning the game, I can decide if I keep or mulligan, and I'm going to keep my hand.
I'm going to keep.
Perfect. Alright, so I'll start it off
Yeah.
by playing a Plains. And go ahead. This is art from the original Ravnica. It's funny.
I play a mountain, and I pass the turn.
I play a Plains, and I pass a turn.
I draw a card, another mountain, and go.
Draw a card. Play a Plains. Pass a turn. Do I pass a turn? Sorry, I don't pass a turn. I'm going to pay 3 and play Basilica Guards.
Oh, that's nice.
Go ahead.
I draw a card, and I have to discard now. Go. That's the only problem with these dual decks, is you have to actually have the mana fixing, and I should have just mulliganed, but I had such a badass hand that I was like, oh man. Taking a chance, you know.
I'm going to pay 4 and play Knight of Obligation. So I have 2 creatures here. They both have Extort. And I already have 1 creature that Extort in play, but I didn't have enough mana to actually Extort the next creature. So one's a 1/4 Defender Extort, the other one's a 2/4 Vigilance Extort. And after having played that, I pass the turn.
Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, your turn. Yeah, I'm pretty screwed on mana, as you guys see.
Okay. So I'm going to play Dying Wish, which is an enchant creature. I'm going to enchant a creature I control. I'm going to enchant the Knight of Obligation. He's a 2/4 Vigilance. And the enchantment says that whenever the enchanted creature dies, target player loses X life and gains X life. Target player loses X life and I gain X life, where X is that creature's power. So if this Knight of Obligation dies, I'm most likely going to gain 2 life and you're going to lose 2 life. I'm going to extort that spell twice. So I gain 2 life and you lose 2 life. So yeah, I'm taking this. So I'm at 22. And I'm going to declare attackers. Knight of Obligation.
I'm going to Arrows of Justice.
Okay.
So I lose another 2 and you gain 2?
Yep.
So you're at 24, I'm at 16.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yep, that's it for me. Oh man, I really should have mulliganed.
Do you want to start just in the game?
No, let's go for it. No, that's part of the game. I have to learn how to mulligan properly.
Alright.
I mean, I was able to do stuff.
Some stuff.
Stuff singular. Thing.
I'm going to play the classic Shadow Alley Denizen and Extort. So she's a vampire rogue. Whenever another black creature enters the battlefield under my control, I can give a creature Intimidate until end of turn.
Nice.
And that'll be it.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
So now it starts. But he's already up to a really high life total. So it's going to be a little bit rough. Sky Legionnaire.
Sky Legionnaire.
Comes play tap.
Because it'll be tapped and attacking, yeah.
Attacking.
Okay, cool. So I'll take 2, so I'm at 23.
Yep.
Perfect. My turn?
Yep.
And tap. So I'm going to play Syndicate Enforcer, and I'm going to extort it. So I gain a life and use life.
I'm at 14.
And I'm at 24. And I'm going to give the Shadow Denizen Intimidate until end of turn. Why not?
So
I'll tag you for 1.
Up 13.
Oh. And it is your turn.
Untap. Draw. Attack you.
Yep, I'll take 2.
Yep.
I'm at 22.
Boros Elite.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn. Hold on a second now.
Yep, take it in.
Yes.
And tap. Okay, so I'm going to pay 3 mana to play Kingpin's Pet.
Oh, great.
So he's a flying 2/2, and he also has extort. But I'm going to play out the 2 extorts I already have. Tap 2, lose 2 life, I gain 2 life.
I'm at 11.
I'm at 24. And I'm going to give the... I'm going to actually give... Yeah, the Shadow Eye Denizen Intimidate until end of turn, because I played a black creature. And I'll attack you for 4.
Arrows of Justice on your Enforcer.
More Arrows of Justice, alright. You
So
still
I
take 1?
A life. I'm at 10.
Yep. And go ahead.
I think it might be too late to get into this game. Back into this game.
I once saw a picture of 2 cats playing Magic.
Huh?
I once saw a picture of 2 cats playing Magic. Just a self-reflexive joke here.
I attack you.
Yep. And I'm going to take 2.
Okay.
Or more.
Take 2.
Take 2. Okay.
Scarlet Legionnaire.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
Okay, so you do have a battalion open. Or you will at least. So I'm going to play a Swamp.
Wait, you just play a Swamp because I have Battalion open?
So, I'm going to play a Swamp.
Yeah, so this battle goes back 8 years.
Just about 8 years.
Yeah.
Back to the original Ravnica.
Original Ravnica. We started playing a little bit after the after Guild Pact was released, I think. And we bought a bunch of Ravnica and Guild Pact. I mean, we did buy some Dissension, right? But not a lot.
We bought kind of like a mix of everything, but we ended up really settling on Ravnica and Guild Pact because I loved Orzhov so much. I was in Guild Pact, and you like Ravnica, and also Jen at the time loved Selesnya so much, and those were both in Ravnica.
Boros, not you said Ravnica instead of Boros.
Sorry, I meant Boros, right? Well, you also love Ravnica. All right, so I'm going to actually play your favorite card. This is going to bring you just a lot of joy.
God.
Oh
no!
I'm going to extort it twice. So I gain 2 life, you lose 2 life.
Oh god, at least, oh god. Yeah, I don't think I can come back from this.
And I'm going to give her, I'll give her Intimidate until my turn, I'll take you for 1.
I'm at 7.
Yeah, go ahead. I like how she gave herself evasion, that was pretty funny. So I have two theories about Orzhov. I guess I'll talk about them later. But one of them is that you really need to. Once you're in late game, like you're usually pretty okay. Like there's no way I could have made it this far if you weren't screwed. I don't think.
I'm sorry guys about this. I should have mulliganed because the game's not even close. Like I don't think there's any way. Now with that High Priest, the guy's actually really good. He looks like he's garbage at first glance, but he's not bad.
Yes. Oh yeah. So he says whenever he's dealt damage, I may destroy any target non-land permanent. So he kind of invites suicide, but at the same time, if you somehow get him a chance to get bigger, he just discourages everyone from attacking. And with Gift of Orzhov, he's a flying 2/2 with lifelink. And whenever he's dealt damage, that can destroy anything. That's just a funny thing, it'll be in the air too, so I might get away with killing 2 of your creatures. If that so happens, if I so happen to have the mix.
Okay, let's put Canyon Minotaur down. Two cards in hand?
Yep, 2.
Man. One, two, three, four, five, six. Alright, you go.
Okay, well, I'm going to pay 3 and put a Gift of Orzhov on Hot Pride Priest Defense.
Shit.
So just, yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to extort twice. Because I played a spot, so you lose 2 life, I gain 2 life, so I'm at 26. And I didn't play a black creature, so I won't give her Intimidate. But what I may do... Is it worth attacking? I'm attacking for 2, 3... yeah, go ahead.
This is horrible. I'm at 5. He needs 5 more spells to kill me.
Actually, I have 2 extort creatures, so I need 2.5.
2 more, yeah, 2 more spells, and then I need one of them is a black creature, so you drop. No, I can't win this one. I can't win this one. We can go through the motions if you want, though.
Okay, well, if you want to concede, go ahead.
I need another planes. Like I have a handful of things that cast planes, and I can't do anything. Go.
So you're not going to concede?
No.
Okay. Good spirit.
We'll just we'll see what happens. But I mean, you're gonna win, but let's just see how long it takes for you to win.
Okay, so I'm going to pay 4 mana to play another Syndicate Enforcer. Extorting twice.
I'm at 3.
So I'm at 28. I'll just take that. Turns out here. And then I'm going to attack you with the Intimidate. Another 1.
Yeah, I'm at 2.
And go ahead.
Shit. Okay, that's it. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3. You have a spell in your hand?
When do I have a spell in my hand? I'm not playing all lands. I don't know what you're asking.
Yeah, I just. All right. Yeah. All right. Go.
On tap.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Okay, so 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I can. I'll pay 5 and play Guardian Lions, which is a 1/6 vigilance, and I'll extort twice.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Good game. Good game.
All right, so now we're gonna decide whether or not we're gonna play another game like this, or if we're gonna evolve.
No, I'll evolve.
Evolve. Okay.
Because then if it goes too much into, like every 2 games we evolve.
That sounds good. That sounds great.
So we do actually end up looking at our decks this time.
Yeah, in its entirety.
So we open up one of the packs.
Oh, I don't know this card. Oh, yes, I do. Well, no. Okay.
So do we like announce what we have? Or
I say go for it. Yeah, it'll be more fun that way.
So Spire Tracer.
Yeah.
Syndic of Tides, which is probably going in the deck. Drakewing Krasis.
Which is probably going in the deck. No, just kidding. This is a joke.
Purge of Profane.
Whoa.
Skinbrand Goblin could go in.
Good cards, good cards.
Last Thoughts. Vril Guildgate. Horse Street Denizen may go in. It's a great card.
It's a real devastator.
No Naturalize Agoraphobia. which is target creature gets enchanted creature gets plus -5, -0, and you can return it to your hand for 3, and then put in another creature. Alpha Authority. It's a green card. I'm not gonna use it. The Guild Mage.
It's yeah, the Duskmantle Guild Mage.
Biomass Mutation, which I cannot use, and Scatter Arc, which I cannot use, and a Plains.
There's something really cool about Alpha Authority. If you enchant something with Madcap skills and Alpha Authority,
I was thinking about that yesterday.
It can't be targeted and
it can't be blocked.
And it can't be blocked.
Nice.
Alright guys, so let's see what I got. Those look like some great pulls. What was your rare in the end?
Biomass Mutation. Biomass Mutation.
Oh,
Creatures
that's very cool.
I control become X plus X plus X.
Very cool. Okay.
X plus Hunter, sorry. It doesn't give plus X plus X.
Alright, so I got Cloudfin Raptor, which is a classic evolved creature. There is Predator's Rapport. Oh wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Contaminated Ground. I'm probably going to put that in. That's an amazing...
Oh god.
I think it's an amazing Orzhov card, and it's one of the best against any deck that's too fast for comfort. At least for your comfort. I got Scorchwalker, a great Blood Rush card. I got Pit Fight, which is an instant speed Prey Upon.
I would have liked that card actually, I think.
I would have liked your Mind Rot there, the Purge the Profane.
Oh yeah?
It's one of my favorite cards. It's a 2-for-1, and it's a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Actually 3-for-1. So I have Psychic Strike, and I have Keymaster Rogue, and Death's Approach, which is actually not a bad card for late game. And also to like just fill up, when you want to fill up the graveyard, so that's in the maybe pile. Millennial Gargoyle, which might be alright against his flyers. Verdant Haven, which enchants a land, and those aren't too hot. And as much as I love enchantments, Coerced Confession, which is for 5 mana. I can make a player put the top 4 cards of his library into his graveyard. So I mill them for 4, and I draw a card for each creature card that was milled. And he has a lot of creature cards. So that might be my best interest. Plus late game extort, it might be good. Who knows? It's maybe. Skullcrack. I'd splash red for this card. It'd be amazing with extort.
You like it?
Oh, I got Monday Drake, and I got Death Pact Angel.
Oh my god!
The Orzhov Mythic Rare aside from the Obs of Death.
That's nice.
Yeah,
cool.
so I guess it's gonna have to go in.
So I'm gonna do the first evolution of my deck.
Yeah.
So the cards, I saw some. So I looked through all the cards, and there's some actual freaking crazy beaters, and we didn't see a lot of them. Some of which are like basic cards like Warmind Infantry. It's a 2/3 with Battalion gets +2/+0 for 3. Foundry Champion. That's one of our bombs. The other bomb is Firemane Angel. Firemane Avenger, I should say. Which is pretty freaking sick. Among other things. There's a bunch of Wojek Halberdiers, which we didn't get to see. There's 2 Fortress Cyclopses. Cyclopses?
There's actually the plural Cyclops sometimes is Cyclopes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because it's a weird Greek word, they don't really it's not really translated well, as far as I understand.
So if you guys want to try out this format, it's really fun. And I want to do a little evolution thing here. We'll do yours in a second.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna.
So I'm just gonna put. You can put your input on this too, Bones.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
So War Clamp Mastiff is in here, and I'm probably gonna take that out. I'm probably gonna drop the Bomber Corpse depending on what my curve is like.
So right now you're just mapping your curve, right? So you've got.
So these are all creatures. Oh no, these are not all creatures. This is non-creatures. These are all creatures, and these are non-creatures. So. And they're all, and it's perfectly aligned on converted mana cost, right? So 1, 2, CMC 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, right? Okay. There's a lot of 3-drops. It's funny to think that both our decks had like the foil rare. That's a 6-drop. Not all the guilds have a 6-drop? I have no. We should probably check that out and find out. The Demir one is what? Is 4, right? I don't know actually. Oh, okay. He's a really cool one though. It's not a creature. This is a spell. Aerial maneuvers. 4 to cast. I'm probably gonna take out the key runes, or at least one of them. They are a bit slow, especially since you can get so much at a speed against me. Like it's a really good idea to get as much from speed. That being said, one Boros key rune last game would have made the game much more interesting. So one of the guild mages. Yes, our long-lasting joke is that there's actually
2 guild mages to Boros. There is the official Sun Home guild mage, and there's also the True Fire Paladin, which you didn't get. Did you? No.
Okay, so Mark of Death. Target creature an opponent controls blocks this turn of Fable. Untap that creature. Well, for this like situation here, this is not a good card because he wants to block anyways, and it doesn't stop that creature from blocking a creature he wants to block, right? So that's kind of out there. Righteous Charge is good. It's a little overrun, right?
Yeah.
It's 1 white creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn.
And every time I'm calculating what's going on with Orzhov, it's how much damage can I take to live. That's like probably the worst, one of the best weapons against me.
Yeah. Active Treason, it seems really good. Boros Kieran, I think I'm going to take 1 Boros Kieran out. I think I might take a Mark of Death out. Is it worth putting these cards in? I think it is. I'm going to be a little creature heavy, but this Blood Rush cards acts as a combat trick.
Yeah.
And
it's a
this
really good one too.
The Court Street Denizen just taps your guys down, you know what I mean?
It's a really annoying card.
So 1/2 for these two, and I need 1 more cut. Mugging is a removal card. Aerial Maneuvers. I think that's actually better than it looks.
Yeah, it's
Shield Passage. What do you think about Shield?
I would like to have used Shield. I've seen Shielded Passage as an option in limited situations before, and
or I should just take this out. There's 2 of them in here, and I just added 3 creatures.
The 1-drops are good though. I mean, I think a 1-drop is better than. Oh, is it better than a trick? Maybe.
I don't know. I have so many creatures. I probably should drop it.
I think Aerial Maneuver is actually like a better card.
I think it is too.
Because this is saving one of your creatures, but the odds are your creatures are like they're better early game, and so if you're saving
it's a weird trick. It's a
if
really
you're
weird
saving
trick.
it, like it could be good, but it means you'd want to be saving like less than half of your creature. Like those are worth saving, I find. Or maybe the exception of the Denizen, and even the Ember Beast, which is a formidable creature. If you're saving that creature, the odds are you might be losing other creatures, so he's useless on his own. See what I mean? And this with the Aerial Maneuver, or like Flight of Glory as it looks like you can get an evasion attack, or you can actually suddenly be able to block the flying, right? It gives them flying.
Oh yeah.
And +1/+1 and first strike. The odds are you're gonna net a card out of this.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that. I took out the War Clamp actually because I really don't like the War Clamp Mastiff. And I'm just gonna sorry.
Yeah, so I suggest
Syndic of Tides I have to put in. It's such a good card.
Yeah, it's really great.
Such a good
so
card.
sad I didn't get any Syndic of Tides. Maybe I have some in my deck. Maybe not.
Oh, you did? Yeah, for sure you have them.
I haven't checked out yet.
Alright, so far that's what's going on.
And you're using the Aerial Maneuver, right?
Aerial Maneuver's going in, and I'm not taking out Blessing.
Sounds good.
And I'm just gonna balance my mana while Jerome looks at his deck.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, so taking a look at what we have here, I'm just gonna divvy it out now. Okay, so I'll be doing the similar thing to what Ari just did, which was mapping the mana curve, but I won't at first differentiate between creatures and non-creatures. I'll just look at it generally. And if I find that my weakness is actually in a low creature count anyways, I know, maybe I'll separate them after, just in a second. I'll look at them first though. High Priest of Penance, great card. Orzhov Keyrune actually was better than I thought it would be. Especially because having 5 mana to like drop him and activate him over the course of 2 turns, not so bad.
Oh, that angel. My god.
Which angel?
Yours, the one that you just got there.
Yeah, I was happy I got her.
Shit. We've done this once before, this evolution thing, and it was with what was it with? It was Nufrexia?
It was with Nufrexia.
Here, so you give you that because you won. And there was one. I was playing Boros again. Surprise! And it wasn't literally Boros, but it was white and red.
Yeah, it was Boros.
And there was one card I wanted to open up, and it was Jarkadine. Remember that?
Yes.
And I opened it up in the first evolution pack, and I was like just ecstatic.
That was it. Yeah, it was an incredible moment. Honestly, it was so fun.
Yeah, it was an interesting deck. It was a good deck. Those Slash Panthers were ridiculous.
What a great card.
Yeah. So
okay, so far I don't see any Syndic of Tides.
What?
Well, I don't know. There still might be some, and I'm just like really not going to get them. Smog Elemental. Creatures
that
with
do?
flying your opponent's control get -1/-1. Man, 2/6 drops. That's not good. Sorry, I don't care what kind of deck you play. Having 2/6 drops, that's not good. Well, so yeah, officially there are no Syndicate Tithes, but I do have the handicapped Silvercoat Lion.
So if you open up your second evolution pack and you get some Syndic Ties, you can put them in.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm happy I have 3 Basilicus creatures, which are, I don't know if they're better. I mean, they're about on par. Maybe a little, okay.
Basilicus creatures, people have
Pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
We're saying that stuff is nuts. Apparently, it's really amazing with cipher cards.
That's exactly.
Because well, it's cheap. It's cheap. Evasion. It has extort on it, and then you put the cipher on it. It's like, but it's a nice target for removal, though. That's the only thing.
With it, yeah. Whenever it has a cipher, essentially having a cipher on is like having an aura on it. I'm probably going to take out the Dying Wishes because they are god-awful in my deck because they cost me a card, and the only time they're actually good is when I extort out of them. And if you know the only thing good about a card is when you get another effect outside the card probably isn't really worth the time.
Yeah.
The thing is, I really love enchantment, so it's kind of a tough break.
We're also kind of sideboarding here too at the same time because we know what the other deck does. For example, like I took out the Mark for Death and the Key Rune because I just know that if I have to end up playing those things, I can't keep up with Jerome.
Alright, so you notice that I have a Rain of Blades here, which, is fun when it's a Phyrexian card. It's what the Bone Halo Marrow.
What was it?
There's a Phyrexian version. It's like it costs a Phyrexian white.
And it does one dash all.
And that's a really great card. I'm not so much sold on the Rain of Blades. I can maybe extort off of it, but again, that's not good enough reason to keep it in the deck.
Yeah, I remember playing.
I don't believe you don't have many creatures. You have some creatures. 2, 3, 4. I have the 2 Minotaurs too. The 1 Minotaur or Minotaur. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not ideal. It's not ideal.
For sure.
What else did I want to put in here? I was considering putting in the Skullcrack and the Pit Fight. If I splash in some red, that would be pretty fun. But it might be a bit of a dangerous gamble in this one. I don't want to screw myself over with mana. I do have 2 6-drops, and I really don't want to have 2 6-drops. The thing about Extort is you want to capitalize in the middle, not with too many cheap spells because they won't have a big enough effect often, and not too many expensive spells because by the time you're casting your expensive spells, you won't have enough mana to extort them. So that's why maybe a 5-drop instead of a 6-drop is kind of better. And that being said, a 4-drop is still better than a 5-drop. Guardian Lions, 5 for 1/6 Vigilance. I really don't want that card, honestly. 4 for 2/2 Flying. That's a bit better. The Millennium Gargoyle's a bit better, I find. He has a lot of flying guys. The only flying I have to take care of that are the Screechers and the Kingpin's Pet, which I actually like because they have Extort. Yeah, so
your deck looks a lot more nerfed than mine does.
Nerfed? Yeah, it totally is. But that's okay. I also have Angelic Edicts. I have 2 of them because
that's so good.
Having 5 drops. Oh, you think they're good? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Okay.
It's not so good because I don't have any enchantments, but it's good in general. I mean, I'm talking limited, right? I'm not talking about like standard or something like that, Right, I mean, we have to keep in mind these are pre-con decks as well. Like they're underpowered, they're not overpowered decks, right?
Yeah, they're made with a certain goal in mind, which is like to get people into playing and also to like make playing as fast and fun as possible.
Though, I mean, if you want to, I mean, if your buddies are a little bit lower level,
players.
Yes, lower level skill players. I mean, these pre-con decks are great. I'm
actually a big fan of them.
Yeah. They come with a murder. You just
murder's great.
You buy 3 more murders. You put them in the deck. You transfer out the Angelic Edicts. You get some Syndic Ties. You take out the Silvercoat Lions. They kind of make these also in a way that you could just like
easily improve them.
customize them pretty fast.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm just going to make some last changes. I don't feel so happy about having a Zombie Goliath either, because it's a 5 for a 4/3, and arguably any of my 4-drops are alone better than that. And of having a 5-drop I'm not happy with, I mean, that's not so great.
I think it's odd they have 25 lands, and they had 2 Key Runes in here. It's a little bit weird, huh?
That is a bit weird. They don't want you to get mana screws? No.
I'm thinking about putting another planes in there. But I'd have to cut.
Oh, you know what? Skullcrack totally wouldn't work with Extort because it says players can't gain life this turn. So I wouldn't be able to gain life that turn either.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now I'm thinking, should I keep the zombie Goliath? Should I add in Coerced Confession? I like milling his deck, and if he's milled, the odds are I might mill some of his really key cards. I don't know if that's ever an incentive to mill. But if I do mill him, it makes Death's approach that much better late game. So maybe that's a good thing to replace Zombie Goliath with. Maybe, let's give it a try. I mean, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're probably skeptical and thinking, you moron, why are you putting a 5-drop in? But you gotta do what you gotta do.
34, I'm missing a card.
Okay, and I don't know. At this point, I don't think I have many more choices. I took out the one card that really bogged me down every game I had it, which was Dying Wish. And I added in the Bomb Death Pact Angel. Great stuff.
You know what I realized that they don't have in here?
What?
The +3, +0, +0,
Glory of Warfare? Glory of Warfare? I know, there are times where that would have been really useful on your part too. So.
Like, the combat tricks are pretty lame.
I'm going to have to keep both. I have 2 Silvercoat Lions, believe it or not. I'm going to keep both of them. And I think this is looking good so far. I mean, I took out some pretty.
So I put Mark for Death back in, because if I have like 5 creatures, 4 creatures, 3 creatures not hard to get. You guys already saw. You've already seen. So I think Mark of Death might be it's a last card because I don't want to put the Mastiff in there. The 1/1 to cast first strike garbage card. There aren't any auras either in this Boros deck, which could make that a better card. So I think I just took it out.
How many lands did you have?
I had 25.
I have 26.
Yeah.
Which is actually good for this kind of deck.
I'm gonna keep 25 because I have the 6-drop. I have 2 5-drops, like a bunch of 4-drops. So I'm just gonna keep it. Plus I have the Guild Mage that is a mana sink. So if I have too much mana, I can just put it into that. The Foundry Champion. And that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So these decks are like, you could just customize them pretty easily.
I'm a really big fan of precon decks, and Wizards has a really great history of making very good, very flavorful decks often. And they've more often they're actually Wizards has cited that intro packs and precon decks and the like are usually their base for making bigger things like dual decks and even plain chase and the event decks. They call them souped up versions of the precons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna just shuffle up like real well now, real good like,
Real good like.
and we'll be back in a minute.